Alright, here we are. It's Wednesday morning, about 8:30 or so. A couple of fuck sticks blocking the road, so we got to park here and walk the rest of the way into the trailhead. But Bob doing his stretching there, getting ready for that big 7-hour hike.
And if there are trucks there when we come back, there's going to be fire.
Yeah, that's true. If those trucks are there when we get back, it's going to be fire. Over and out. Yeah, this is Hiewee Canyon that we got to head up first to get up into the high Sierras there. It's where the mudslide came through and wiped out the trail and everything, so it's just kind of pick a path and try to make it up. It's about 1.5 miles of this. And the truck's back that way about 1 mile.
I'm blessed, my son.
Here's one of the steep little nasty bypass spots. Trail's all gone here, so you gotta climb up and over this. Fun. Here's a section of trail that's very nasty. Goes up in there, those oak trees, and kind of switchbacks up to the top. It's very loose, sandy, rocky, steep and slippery. And that'll be our first break, is right up there at the old Indian camp, right up at the top. Alright, better get going. Alright, well, it's our first break. Been about 2 hours hiking in. We're 2 miles into it. Can't see much from where we came from, but this is where we're going. There's a pass right up there. That's what we're heading for. But to get there, first we got to go all the way out this ridge, follow a trail that switchbacks, goes over this way, and then along that mountain over there, and then up to the pass, and then 2 more miles after the pass is camp. Right? Bob and his lucky hat.
You betcha.
There's a little mortar right there where the Indians used to crush up the acorns at this camp here. A lot of acorn trees around there. So I can say that's where we were down there on our first break. And we're all the way up here in that switchback that I was talking about that continues on up there and then continues on over that way and just keeps on going. Whew. And Bob's a little behind me right there. I'm a little ahead of him. Alright, we're about another few hundred yards till we hit the summit. And you can see there is where we came from. The truck is parked somewhere right down there. This is at the summit. It's 4.5 miles that we've come so far, and holding out pretty good so far. Yep, here we are. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. We got camp all set up. Got our barrel. Got all our stash out of it. Figured out what we got. It's about time to get out and do some hunting. Here it is, the end of the first night. We saw, what do we see, about 60, 70 deer.
I say 80.
Maybe 20% of them were bucks, and at least a couple of nice ones. Okay, it's about 7 o'clock, 7:15 on the first morning of the hunt, and I just shot a really nice buck. He's right down over here. My hands are still shaking a little. It's right there. I don't know if I can zoom in anymore there. Anyway, it's about 100-yard shot. He was coming down this valley. Watched him for a little bit, maybe not more than a minute. He popped out over here. Bob was on the other side of the hill. Bob's right up here. And apparently Bob had the crosshairs on the same deer. And, I pulled the trigger just a split second before he did, so I'm not going to go over there and get him. We'll give him a couple hours. Maybe another one will come out and Bob will get a chance. Anyway, that's it. It's like Bob has spotted a buck on this hillside over here. And he's gonna go around this way, try to get over to that rock pile. And I think the buck is right up in there. So that was a nice 4x4. He's gonna try to get a shot, so hopefully he connects with it. I'm still waiting over here. What is it? 35 degrees out, a little bit of a breeze. It's a little chilly. Can't wait till that sun gets here. Anyway, Bob's over there somewhere. Nice to hear a shot. Well, it's about 9 o'clock, hour and a half after I made the shot. Bob's finally back. He was unable to get on those other deer because there were some other hunters up there shooting at something else and they spooked them all away. So I'm climbing up the hill here to get a look at my deer. I can see him from here. Looks like a pretty good one. Yeah. That's a nice one. Looks like a 3x3. Really fat. Oh yeah. Very nice. Very wide. Alright. Right over there. Same in. See Bob getting his pack on. Getting ready to come over and give me a hand. Our camp is way down there in the tree line, and where we hiked in was up the top of this ridge over here and up through that pass right there. About 3 miles from that point right now, and truck's another 4.5 miles down on the other side of that. So it's gonna be good times the next day or two. All right, signing off. Here's our spot where we get water. It's about a, I don't know, quarter mile, a little more than that from camp. About a 20-minute walk, 20-minute hike. The deer are using it pretty good too. Lots of trails up and down this hill. There's old Bob pumping away. Yep, here I am. Just made it back from a water run. Got about 160 ounces, 150 ounces water. That should last until about noon tomorrow. Found a couple of pots over there we can use. Boil some water, clean things up over in our fire pit over there. And also got the meat hanging, cooling down. About 25, maybe 30 pounds, probably 25. And there's the rack right there. And the 243. Second kill in 8 days. And there's camp. And 8:30, 9 o'clock, camp's all taken down, getting ready to head out. Got everything put away, got our stash up there. Got my pack right here. The meat, the antlers, and everything under the sun in there.
Sore shoulders.
There's Bob, sore knees, sore shoulders. for everything. So hopefully you'll be back to the truck in about 6 hours. We'll see. He arises. Yeah. It feels like about 50, 55.
That's how you feel. Or is it 65?
I feel 65 right now, maybe 75.
75, I don't think you'd have got up. A lot of shit on your back.
Oh, damn it. I gotta throw 6 pounds of gun on there. Oh, hell. Looks pretty solid.
Yep.
All right.
Gee, that's a really nice looking rifle. Where'd you get that?
Oh, some guy overslept. I grabbed it.
No shit.
Yeah. Stuck mine on his pack instead. You think he'll notice? His is about a full pound lighter than mine, so. All right.
Let's go.
Whoa.
It is.
About 10 till 9.
It is 8:47.
Right on.
So let's see what we can do.
Give it our best shot. 6 hours of humping it out of here.
Right on. See ya.
Alrighty. Okay, it's about 30 minutes since we left camp and we're at our first big obstacle here. We gotta go down this hill into that ravine. And then climb that ravine up to the top over there. And then we start heading up that way to the pass. Alright, I better go catch up to Bob. We made it to the top finally. Got a little stretch to go here before we start heading up that way to the pass, which is about another 1.25 miles. Alright. Alright, here we are 2 hours later after leaving camp. We finally made the pass. There's the side coming from camp. And here's the side going down. 2 hours to this point, another 4.5 down there. And just take a little break right here. Got my pack, everything, and Bob's standing around naked.
Yes, 10 minutes ago, I did not shoot a buck.
Yes?
Could have, did not.
Yeah, 10 minutes ago. Bob's been on the alert for the last 2 hours since we walked away, and you know, he let his guard down for about a minute, 2 minutes.
A minute, probably.
And then there's a buck, 60 yards off to the side, a nice keeper. And he was a little far ahead of me, and I was trying to get his attention. Finally just had to yell or make a sound, make a noise, and eventually the buck ran off.
Sucks.
Oh well,
Next year.
That's the way it goes.
Next year.
We're coming up on some more trickier sections of trail. It gets a little steep and not much trail. We're both out of water at this point. We're trying to get over to this little green patch over there. That's where the spring's at. Maybe another 45 minutes. And then we're a little closer to the truck. See, it gets pretty steep down here. Just gotta go down there a ways. Anyway. Okay, here's a little more treacherous section here if you happen to lose your footing. It's a little bit of a ways down. And we're getting closer. Yep, we made it to the water hole. First time we ever had to use this one. Never ran out of water before coming down. But it's somewhere down in here. We gotta hike down a little ways. See what we can get out of it. Continue on. Good times, happy days.
Camelback. floated.
Okay, we just left the spring. Got our water, heading back down the trail. Some really beautiful views out here. Just took it about 2 hours to go. Alrighty. Back to the truck. Left camp at 9 o'clock this morning. It is now 3 p.m. and we are freaking tired, so adios. Oh, and thank you, Bob, for carrying my rifle the whole way.
Yay.
I appreciate that.